Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today's video I'm going to show you how you can create library management system using PHP and MySQL. And here we are not going to do any coding. We're going to use here a free AI, and where we'll just give a prompt and then it will actually generate the whole project for us. So let me show you all the process step by step. At first we have to download something in our PC and we have to install it. The first one is Node.js. You have to go to this nodejs.org and you have to come to this space, and from here you can actually download .msi. Okay, so download this and install it in your PC. This is really simple. Next thing is XAMPP. So go to the browser and search XAMPP, then go for the apachefairs.org and go to this page, then download this latest version. Okay, and you just have to install it in your PC. Now I will suggest you to install it in C drive. You may install it in different drive, but I will suggest you to install it in the Windows installation drive. So this is the Windows installation drive, and if you install in C drive, then you will find a folder called XAMPP. So go inside the folder and then htdocs, and here you have to actually create your PHP project. So as it is a PHP project, so we need a server for this, and that is the reason actually we need XAMPP here, because let me open XAMPP. I already installed it, so I'm going to go to the control panel, and here you can see we have Apache and MySQL both servers. So XAMPP will provide us PHP server and then database server. After that you have to come to this page, ChatGPT. Here you can see currently I'm inside ChatGPT. Now you can actually go with any chatbot like Gemini, other chatbot also. So I suggest you to go with ChatGPT because it will generate a professional prompt for you. So I have mentioned all the necessary things about my project, and it actually created a prompt for me. Here you can see. Now go through the prompt. If you find anything you need to change, then mention here and regenerate the prompt. For the tutorial purpose, I'm okay with it, so I'm going to actually use this prompt. But before that, I have to install the free AI we are going to use here, and that is a command line interface AI. So to install this, we have to go for the CMD. Okay, so run as administrator, select yes, and from here you have to say npm I -g OpenCode -AI add latest. npm for the package installation, then I for the installation. Okay, you have to give space after npm, then I, then space -g to install it globally, then space OpenCode AI. This is our AI code, OpenCode CLI, command line interface AI, and then add latest means the latest version will be download. So now if you hit enter, then it will be download and install it in your PC automatically. And after that, after the installation, maybe it will take some times, and then you have to say here OpenCode - version to get the version you have installed in your PC. Let me show you. Now we can actually open OpenCode here, but you can see we have install OpenCode globally, so we can access this OpenCode anywhere in our PC. So we're going to go inside the XAMPP folder, then htdocs, right? Then here we are going to create new project. So click in new folder here, and the folder will be worked as a project. Now let's say we want to rename the folder. Let's say library -AI. So this is our project. We'll go inside the project. Now right click on it and open the terminal, or on the other hand you can click here in the address bar and say cmp, hit enter. Now if you say here OpenCode, hit enter, then OpenCode will be open here within short time. Here you can see we have OpenCode. So this is the OpenCode. You can see currently we are inside XAMPP, then htdocs, then library -AI. Here we are going to use a prompt. So let's go back to the browser, and this is our prompt. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. So to paste it, you cannot use your mouse. You have to press Ctrl+V from your keyboard, and if you're from Linux, you have to press Ctrl+Shift+V. Make sure you have start Apache and MySQL both server. Here you can see we have started both of them. Now we are going to hit enter, and rest of the work will be done by this AI. So let's wait for the project completion. So I will fast forward the video, and when the project will be done, I will back. Okay, so one more thing is how you can understand that your project is done. Here you can see in the right side and in the left side also, you will find a to-do list. So in the right side, you can actually track to-dos. So here you can see in the right side, we have all the necessary steps. These are the steps it will do: create database SQL file, then it will create project directory structure, then all the things. So if any of the list is complete, then there will be tick mark. Okay, so you have to wait for all the tick marks, and after that it will show you all the credential related to your project. Then you will understand that okay, now my project is done. Now if you want to change anything after project completion, you can mention here in this chatbot, I mean in this AI extension, command line interface AI extension, and here it will actually go for the solve. Okay, so let's just wait for the project completion. So guys, here you can see it complete all the 2 rows and it complete the project also. Here you can see. So now we are going to access the project. Our project is inside htdocs folder, so let's go there. So this is our project library AI. Now if you want to access the projects, so to access this project you have to go to the browser, and here we have to say localhost, then slash, and here is the project library AI. So we are going to access it, but before that we are going to add the database. So let's create the database at first, localhost slash PHP MyAdmin. Hit enter. Now go for the SQL option. You can see here we have to actually write down some code, but it actually create the whole code for us. Here you can see database.sql file. We are going to double click on it and we're going to open it in a code editor. Let's copy all the things. So Control A to select all the thing, and then Control C to copy it, and then go for the localhost. Here we are going to paste it. Now click here, go. Here you can see. Now let's refresh this. Here is the database library underscore DB. We have members, we have categories and all the things, right? All the tables. Now let's want to access the project. So this is our project. So click here. Here we go. We have a nice library management system. Here you can see. Now I want to log in as admin. So I'll go to the admin section here. Now here we have to give username and password. So we got the credential here. For the admin, we have admin, then admin123 is the password. So admin is the username, then admin123 is the password. Hit enter, invalid password. Still we got here error. So you have to mention here that password is wrong. Password is wrong. Now to solve the password issue here. So here is the solution. You can see. Now what you have to do, you have to actually drop the database if it exists. So we are going to copy this. Okay, copy this. Let's go back to the browser. Let's go back to the database, localhost slash PHP MyAdmin, and from here we're going to delete this. So go for the operation, then drop the database. Okay, fine. Now let's create another database. So database name, then create. Here we go. So we have now new database, and here we are going to import. So import the .sql file. So let's go to this PC, C drive. Let's go to the XAMPP. Let's go to the htdocs. Here we have library AI. This is the .sql file we are going to open. Now click here, import. Fine. Now we have admins, and now here we have admin user. Okay. Now let's try once again the login page. Username is admin. Password is admin123. Here we go. It's working. In the member section, we can add new member. We can delete. And we can update the member data. Let's say I want to update this one. So click here, edit. Click here, update member. Updated successfully. I want to delete this member, let's say. Click delete. Delete it successfully. You can add new member also. Now you can add categories. You can add books. And you can search books also. Let's say I want to search this one, programming. So I'll say here programming. Programming. So the search option also working perfectly. Okay. Now let's log out. Fine. So working perfectly. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video.